Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. About a year and a half ago, my husband surprised me and bought this Delonghi Stilosa Espresso Machine. And I've been using it since he got it for me. But up to a few weeks ago, I realized that I'm not using it the right way. I don't know what I was doing with it, and I did really have a little bit of a struggle with it. I think I finally figured it out. So today I'm going to share with you how to use it the right way, all the little tips and tricks that I finally figured out. And I'm also going to give you a little review at the end in case you're interested in purchasing this for yourself. Let's get started. Okay, I thought I would go over some of the things about the Delonghi Stiloso Espresso and Cappuccino maker. It is compact, which is one thing that I really like. You know, it fit really well on my coffee bar. I don't have a lot of space, so that was definitely a plus. It does have the ability to put in, when you take out this little tray, you are able to put in different size cups. It has the milk frother, and you can actually just, when you're not using it, just push it back in. And this is the control for that milk frother. Okay, as you can see, it does have a stainless finishing. And then what I do like is that everything is stored inside. It includes a portafilter, a measuring scoop tamper, and two filters for a single or a double espresso. Also, it has a 15 bar pump for optimal pressure to extract a single or double espresso. And on top of it being compact, it's really simple to clean and maintain. And I'm sure that the espresso machine will last pretty long. Okay, so now I want to talk about some of the cons of this machine. And I'm going to be quite frank in saying most of them are because of my inexperience in the espresso lingo and no knowledge of what it is um, when making espresso, except when I use my little coffee pot here, which I had been using for years and had no problems with, but I thought I wanted to get fancy. So that's why my husband surprised me with this um, DeLonghi machine. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. This is a, I think, yeah, double shot. This is a single shot. I thought originally that this was for two cups of espresso or 1 cup of espresso. No. The two different size filters are single shot and a double shot. Okay, that was the first thing that I was doing wrong. Second thing, I was always trying to figure out the amount where to put the water in. Where do I fill it up? Couldn't figure that out. Only to realize that in learning more about making espresso, this machine, you have to pull the shots manually. There's no timer. It doesn't tell you when to shut off. So uh, it makes 5 cups if you wanted to fill it up. It does make 5. But there is no reason for me to know how much I need to fill that in because it doesn't matter. Noise level. I will tell you that this thing sounds like a jet engine. It sounds like it's about to take off every time I use it, and you will hear it. I will, demonstrate it for you. That's the one thing about it. When every time I use it and Michael is home, he is like, the noise is loud. Also, putting the cups down here on this, I know you can't see it, but on when you're making the espresso, the cups are doing like a dance. It vibrates so much, the cups. I literally have to hold them in place. I don't know what that is about, but yeah, it looks like they're auditioning for Dancing with the Stars or something. If you don't hold them, they will go their own way. And that is really some of the cons that I have with the machine. But of course, it's really just the user. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to use it. I already filled up the water in the tank, and I'm going to go ahead and do a single shot today. Now, I have my coffee here. I don't really have a preference. I just honestly use whatever I see when I shop. I usually stick to two brands. One is El Pico, and I don't remember the name of the other one, but I will link it below if I can find it, in case you want to try it. But so now what we're going to do is we're going to just take our scoop and go ahead, and I don't want to go crazy, and just add in the espresso. I should come closer. And of course, I always do it. I always make a mess. And I would say I used about one of these. And then you're going to go ahead and temp it. That's it. Okay, now this is the tricky part for me. I just want to put this down for a minute, put this cap back on. The tricky part for me is getting this filter on the machine. I have a really hard time with it. Most of the time, I have to have my husband do it. I don't know. I guess I'm just not strong enough to turn it completely. And here we go. Okay. No, it's not. Okay. And then you're going to move this all the way over. And this is where I have a hard time getting it centered. Okay. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and take one of our espresso cups, and we are going to place it under here. Yeah, wait, this isn't even on right. What is going on here? Okay. And we are going to turn it on, and let me close this and wait. I want to bring that camera closer too. Let me bring it closer. Okay, so I've turned the machine on. Once the light goes to ready, then we're ready to make the espresso. Now, when it comes to pulling the shot, probably about 1 ounce for a single shot and about 2 ounces for a double shot. And on the top, once it's pulled and you shut off it manually on this machine, you're going to see a layer of golden brown foam called crema, which is made from the coffee oils and tiny bubbles of the oxygen. So the light is on, it says ready, so let's go ahead and start this. Okay, so the light is now on to ready. We're going to move this over to the coffee cup, and we will go ahead, and I'm going to put this close by so you could see. You'll also hear it. I'm going to try to pull the perfect espresso shot. Wish me luck. Okay, I think I did pretty good pulling this shot. It smells so good. I'm gonna have to have this. But wanted to give you. I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera down so you can see the crema on top. Let me. Okay, not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm getting the hang of this. That's the most important thing. Okay, so now I also want to show you how the milk frother works. This has been another challenging thing for me. It really is the user. I have read online on a few, I think it was on Pinterest, somebody had a review of the machine as well, and they suggested taking off the metal piece would be easier to froth. I don't know, less air, be easier for it to become more frothy. I'm going to try it that way, see how we do. For the milk frothing, you are going to want to go ahead and take this and move it over to where it shows steamer. And again, it'll turn on ready when it's ready to go. I already have my um, little pitcher filled with the milk. I did take off the metal part as the blog post suggested. And then we're going to go ahead and try to froth the milk. And let's see how it works for us. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I would say definitely it's better without the metal cover on it. Not bad. Okay, it definitely worked better without this on the frother, so that is definitely a win. I like that I can make a nice cappuccino or a latte as well with this machine. So I feel like all the problems I was having in the beginning when I first started using this machine really was because of me. I just didn't have enough knowledge or didn't really understand how to make an espresso the right way. So I don't think Starbucks is going to be hiring me anytime soon. But I was happy that I was finally able to figure it out. And hopefully, if you purchased this machine and you were having the same issues as I was, or you were confused about anything, hopefully this has helped you today. And that is it for me today, my friends. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you have, please let me know in the comments below. I always like to know if this kind of content is of interest to you. Also, this again, this is the Delonghi Stilosa Espresso Machine and Cappuccino Maker, and I'm going to go ahead and leave a link below just in case you want to, check it out. I believe it's pretty budget friendly. I believe it was under $100, but I will leave a link below, as well as the accessories and the coffee that I use for my machine. And, Christmas is coming. It's a great Christmas gift. And thank you so much for being here today. And I hope that you've enjoyed it. See you next time. If you'd like to see more how-to videos, click the playlist here.